We catch up with John McPhee, who's an international racing superstar in the Moto3 paddock. And John, first of all, it's good to see you back in Knockhill. How are you?
Nice to see you, Doug. You worded that very nicely there. Thanks for the introduction. I'm not sure about everything you said, but yeah, it's great to be back here. I always like coming back to Knockhill, where I grew up, where the racing started, where this big adventure all began. So it's always nice to be here.
Yeah, your racing career did start here. I remember that on a smoky little 125 Aprilia, if I'm not mistaken.
125, yeah. We still have it at home actually, in the garage. Probably still as unreliable as it was back then as well. And yeah, back in kind of back end of 2007, my first full year was 2008. And yeah, back then I'd done 1 million laps around here. It's been a while since I've spun some laps, but yeah, always loved the place.
Do you keep your eye on the kind of the British scene? You know, a couple of months ago we had the British Superbikes at Knockhill Racing Circuit, and you know Rory Skinner a cracking out there. How did you see Rory doing, and obviously Taylor and Taron, who you're quite close with?
Yeah, I always keep an eye on the boys that I kind of grew up with, and looking at Rory, obviously he's a bit younger, he's doing fantastic, absolutely amazing. Especially what he done here at the BSB was great. Only a second round on a 1000cc, and to be there on the podium and keep his head, you know, after that first P2, it would have been easy for him to push that bit harder, try and go for the win, but he was really level-headed. He's got some great experience and showed everyone what he's capable of. And then also, obviously, Taylor had the win that weekend. Taron was there on the podium, so it's great to see all the local boys doing well. Yeah,
it's good. We've got a good few coming through the ranks in the Honda Talent Cup, Lewis Rollo in the Super Stocks as well, Sam Monroe from Aberdeen in Super Sports, so they're still a good bunch of, I'm going to say kids, because they're very young out there fighting for it. Let's focus on you for a bit, because it's always, you know, we don't get to see as much as we'd like at Knockhill. We always see on the television, globe trotting around the world, hopefully in podiums every now and again. But what's life like in Moto3?
It's good. I've been working hard at it. Obviously the first half of the season wasn't the easiest, shall we say. There's a few bumps on the road. We were working hard at it, and obviously had the speed, which is always, as a rider, you want to be fast. You want to be, the aim is always to be up there in every session and fighting for the win in every race, which I can confidently say we done, but we didn't have the easiest of time with being taken out and a few kind of, like we said, bumps in the road along the way. But things are getting a lot better now. It's been a much easier from the kind of that after we get rid of that, it's been really good moving forward. So enjoying it, absolutely enjoying it. It's especially having the break there in the summer where we're able to kind of reflect on everything, how the first half of the season went, and really reset for the second half. So it was good to look back at that.
And we had you on our Instagram live through the lockdowns. You know, thank you very much for coming on them. And
always a pleasure.
It was great to have you, and we were thoroughly spoiled by all the guests who we had on our Instagram lives. And you know, you were definitely one of the guys at the top of our list from the word go. And it wasn't long after that you announced that you know, you're engaged to be married. So you know, that's fabulous. Plans obviously are nothing to do with you. It's somebody else that looks after all the plans, who doesn't want to appear on camera just now. But you know, how's that all going?
Yeah, great, absolutely great. It was a bit of a change of path for me. Obviously, as I've been growing up, it's always been focused on bikes. But then I got this. I was lucky to have this lady Lauren come into my life, and we were together 4 years before I popped the question. So the plan is to get married at the end of next year, end of 2022. December is a month as a racer. It's difficult to obviously get a month where you can guarantee that you'll be free. So that's the plan, really looking forward to it. And it's been exciting these last couple of months, trying to get everything organised and put in place for that.
You've just got to make sure that A, you're there, and B, you're clean and sober. You know, that's really all you've got to do for the event. Make sure you don't overstep.
I'll be there, everything else I can't promise.
Don't overstep your mark and your roles, you know. Another person that features in your life quite heavily is Michael Laverty, who is a great kind of guy who's in your team.
Yeah, absolutely. So Michael's been helping me. We've been friends since back in 2016. I've known Michael obviously growing up. He was a bit of an idol of mine, and then I was lucky to be able to go and train with him, with Michael, Chaz Davies, Leon Camier. We all, them boys had a bit of a training camp set up at the start of every year, and I was fortunate enough to go along with him back in 2016 for the first time, and we've been good friends ever since. And then in the latter years, Michael's started managing me and helping me with all that side of things. He's obviously got a great head on his shoulders. He knows he's got all the connections there that he needs to have, and makes my life a little bit easier by being able to plan things and prepare things for me. So he's been working hard behind the scenes now for me for a couple of years.
Does it take a bit of pressure off you? Because obviously it must be quite a demanding schedule you've got when you're away at a race weekend. Does Michael kind of take some of that pressure off?
Definitely. Actually, it's been difficult timing because of COVID. He obviously then wasn't allowed to be at the races as such, but we're still on the phone at the end of every day. He gives me advice from a management point of view, also from a friend and ex-rider point of view, or still current rider, but obviously doing it full time. So it's great. It's absolutely great. It does take pressure off. He's been there. He's done it. He's got the experience, so he knows when to say things and what to say, the correct things to say. So it's great to have him fighting in my corner.
It's great to catch up with you. Sorry for banging the table there, Ian. We'll give him a row for that. It's great to catch up with you. Don't see enough. Simple as that. Best of luck for the future. Best of luck for the wedding and everything that happens, and keep in touch, mate. Okay.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be down here at Knockhill. I'll definitely, whenever I'm back home, I'll try and get along and visit. And any events, it'd be great to see everybody there. So thanks for the support as always.
Thanks, John.
Cheers, Dunk. Thank you.